the world's largest game machinka. Any planter's a high-speed planter when your air conditioner's out and it's the last field of the day on a Saturday.
How many can we fit up there?
I don't know. I'm going to see how high we can stack them. I'm just going to keep stacking them before I turn it. If anybody needs some pallets, I got them.
They're about as tall as the shop.
I'm trying to put them, trying to center them up and it keeps cleaning up. There we go.
Oh.
It'll work until they fall. That's hilarious. You know, last year I said I wasn't going to plant no beans this year. I was going to drill them on.
We lied.
Well, I lied. But I do have a good reason. One is we're wanting to try some in-furrow on some. Rotate it on the pen there. That'll work. There you go. One reason is I've been wanting to try some in-furrow on beans every year. And every year somebody always talks me out of it. Well, nobody's talking me out of it this year. Now, we're not going crazy, grant you. We got 40 gallons of starter left in the tank, and we're going to fill that back up with water. We're going to add some ascend and some humic acid in it. We're going to put out 5 gallons to the acre, so that'll put us at roughly 1.5 gallons to the acre of starter fertilizer. All humic acid is some nasty stuff. It'll stain you. It'll stain your tank in its pure form if you don't wash it out. I mean, it washes off pretty easy, but it's basically just liquid organic matter. And in our liquid, in our low organic soils, it could make a difference. It's in old zinc jugs. We like them Citric Key zinc jugs because they clear and you can write on them what they are. I was actually going to try some humic acid from another company, but they only had it in totes. So I wasn't ready to dive off in that much in the whole humic acid deal. We're going to run 5.3 ounces of Ascend. The rate's 4 to 6 ounces. So we're just gonna put her right there in the middle. All right, here we go. Into the tank we go. Gonna open that. Robert's gonna open that. We're gonna close that down, make sure all that gets sucked in. Then we'll open the water back up and rinse the tank out and finish topping her off. And then we got to run us a calibration on our, we got to bring our seed tender over here and fill up and run us a calibration on our bean meters, being this is the first time we've ever run the bean meters with this new system. I'm just going to go and open the valve and just let it sit there and run and start it like.
like old fish guts.
Alright, we got our bean meters on, got our corn meters off, got our fertilizer pumped on. Now it's time to get the pavement queen. Pull the seed tender over here and fill her up with seed. We're over here at Trenton at the industrial park, and today is the Trenton T-Bot Festival. So it is going to be a freaking madhouse around here. So we need to get going, get this done, and get the crap out of here. Right there's the tractor pull track. They're having the Teapot Festival tractor pull tonight. Me and old Corndog may try to go to it tonight if we can get done in time. And I may just quit early and go whether we're done or not. 10 acres here, 4 acres by T-Dot. These fields here are all initials. This is YMCA. Because right there's the YMCA. And then we got the other field over there by T-Dot. So we call it the T-Dot field. TDOT. These are all initials. And then the soccer field, no joke. The farm where we planted the test plot, the YMCA put a soccer field in down there years ago. And we're working what used to be the soccer field. Well, maybe these old slick Goodyears will get us through that little mud there. They pumped out the swimming pool and run water in the ditch there. Look at her, I got her about right. Hey, let's not just fill them plumb full until we get them meters calibrated. My buddy bought a tender like that, brand new, and his locking collar come off the auger and his auger fell out.
Oh man,
I'd all be plenty. These are Stein 46 EB22. It's our 3rd year planting them. They're the best enlist bean I found. Wake up, sleepyhead. Maybe he remembers who he is today. Sometimes he wakes up in a totally different world. No, I'm just joking. Old girl's done a good job for us this spring. Gave us a little trouble on the beginning, but other than that, has run pretty flawlessly. And we're back. Oh dang, look at old Robert, my man. I'm proud of him. I sent him down here to just pull, I sent him down here just to push driftwood out of the field. That old cat cut me some PTO ditches. Old Robert. He'll come through for you. He's full of surprises sometimes. Ah, dang, look at him go. Look at this. He cleaned the dang ditch out, pushed the silt out of the ditch. Surprised he didn't get stuck, but I may get stuck. I promise the whole field ain't like that. It's just where that old silted that ditch in. If y'all ain't done watched by now and learned by now, y'all know how peculiar I am about a crop. How I want things done so. And that gets aggravated at me, because I ain't the easiest person to get along with sometimes. Not when we're in the field. He made the best of what we got, because I still ain't got my track hose back. Maybe this week, I hope. Have y'all ever heard that saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease? Well, I'm starting to become the squeaky wheel and starting to get greased a little bit. But when I get these end rows laid off here, I'll talk a little more about what we got going on and tell a little bit about what's happened today in the past couple of days and get everybody caught up. Well, I guess I'll talk to y'all fine folks. I kind of just like to enjoy planting these long, nice bottoms. I'm not used to fields like this. I'm used to fields that you got to turn around in about 5 million times. So we're running along here about 5.3 miles an hour. That's a little faster than the normal plan, but I'm ready to be done for the day. I'm taking off tomorrow whether it rains or not. We'll be in a pretty good position when we get done today. We're down here in a river bottom. This is the only river bottom I got. I got several creek bottoms, but don't have none on the river. We're down here planting this May the 6th. I never dreamed I would be planting this May the 6th when we took it over this year. But we hadn't got our May flood yet in West Tennessee. So we may be down here doing them again. But maybe not. Maybe we're gonna miss our May flood this year. Tired, guys. It's been a long, hard week. It's Saturday. If I can get this farm finished and get this tractor moved on, I don't intend on doing anything tomorrow. Been pretty hard at it, and we'll be in a good place if I can get this farm here planted. We need to start spraying some corn. We need to get some pre-emerge out on these soybeans. We got about 160 acres of beans left to plant after this. I think 160, 170. To be honest with you, I don't even really know how much ground we're gonna have this year. We've actually picked up a little bit this year, so I really don't know how much ground we got. I'm just planting till there ain't no more to plant, and then we'll know how much we got. So one of my landlords actually bought this farm. I took over some ground for him last year. He called, a friend of ours recommended us, and he called and wanted to know if we'd work his ground. And I said, yeah, we'll give it a shot. And called and talked to him, and we looked at the farms, and we worked it last year, and I think everybody was really happy with how it went, and he rented this farm. The farm of his that we rented last year, about half of it, he's actually going to take in on another project, but we kept the other half of it and then added this 30 acres of river bottom ground. Kind of anxious to see what it does. It's pretty decent looking old farm, a little sandy down here on this lower end. The guy that was previously working it, our landlord told him that he wanted us to work it, and I know the guy pretty good, and he gave me a call and he said, Dylan, your landlord wants you to work it and I want you to work it. The only hold up is I spread lime on it last year. He told me if I'd pay him back on his lime, that he didn't mind us working it at all. He had actually picked up some other ground on another deal, so you know, he turned this loose and took on that other ground, and we was able to come in here on this ground and be able to work it this year. I paid him for his lime, so we know it's lime. So we know it's had lime and should be in good shape. So just, it was a little deal that was beneficial for everybody, I think. I want to thank him for allowing us the chance to go on and work it this year. Sometimes you don't never know how these deals are going to go down, but That was one of them that went smoothly for everybody. The reason we put out lime balances your soil pH, and when your pH is balanced, that makes the nutrients that are in your soil more readily available for the plant to take up, and that's why we apply lime to corn. But we're planting these beans just at a slight angle to last year's rows so that we get a better stand. We'll only be getting some row unit bounce every now and then when the planter crosses a few rows. We got her dialed in pretty good, putting them beans about 1 inch deep. Of course, y'all heard me talk about the in-furrow fertilizer, putting fertilizer in the trench with the seed. We had some leftover current corn fertilizer, so we're giving it a try. Like I've said, I've had several people try to talk me out of it over the years. Well, there wasn't no talking me out of it this year. I'm trying it. Most of the concern is with burning the seed, because the soybeans are a lot more susceptible to a burn than a corn seed is. But we're still running a 5 gallon to the acre rate, but 3.5 gallons of that is water, and we're only putting 1.5 gallons of fertilizer in the trench. Kind of watering it down there. We're just wanting them beans to get a little sniff of it. And of course, we're putting our Seed Plus graphite on it. We put some humic acid in this, and of course put our sand too in it, trying to sand on these beans. Sand's just a plant growth regulator. Got some gibberellic acid and a few other things that's supposed to make these plants get on up and get out of the ground. Hopefully Robert's gonna be back at some point and he can get some good video of me running down here in this bottom. I want him to get us running down here in this river bottom.
He's got her singing and the windows are open, so he must be hot and must be ready to get done. I know I am. But this is a new farm we picked up. I guess you could call this our first river bottom, because the river is right over there on the other side of them trees there. Pretty sandy down there in that corner where I had the end of the ditch there had silted in, and I had to kind of dip it back out. But our first river bottom. This is a new farm to us. I think it's about 30 acres. Goes right along there, up in there. Right there's the Elks Lodge and bar. So Dylan may want a cold beer after he gets done to die. Yeah, he's got both windows open. He's hot. Definitely gonna have to get the air conditioner fixed on the tractor. Let her eat, son, let her eat. He's planting these angled to the old corn rows. That way a unit don't get on a row and just ride it down there. It'll kind of skip over there, but going at an angle. You might be like my granddaddy. Our granddaddy, Mama's daddy, Bobo. He would farm in shorts and boots and a hard hat and no shirt. That's how he farmed. It's very seldom he wore a shirt. But yeah, boots, shorts, and a hard hat. That's how he farmed. We'll have to find some more pictures of him and let y'all see him. was wondering if I was gonna find you like Bobo with no shirt on.
I'm right for it. Any planter's a high-speed planter when your air conditioner's out and it's the last field of the day on a Saturday.
Say hello to YouTube. Everybody's been asking about you.
Hello, YouTube.
Where you been at?
The cool.
School. Are you learning anything at school?
No,
No? Then why are you going?
I don't know.
You don't know. Because you have to.
Okay.
They're making you go.
Right.
Do you miss coming to the farm every day?
Right.
You do. What drink you got there?
Bubble water, a really big bubble water.
Really big flavored water.
Give me apple.
Apple? That's a strawberry.
We couldn't have never timed that no better. About halfway through planting, I noticed this old tire tread was slowly kind of starting to peel off of it. I was just praying that it'd get us through planting. Well, it got us through. It blew as I was coming up the road to the shop here. So, but you know what? I don't even care because we got her home. And that's all that counts. Always, that was the last old tire on this planter. I believe all the others are new. This winter, if we don't go to a bigger planter, we're going to pull all them hubs out. Go through the bearings in them, grease them up good. I like them old Yetter twisters. They's a lot better than the old Martins we was running. I really like them Schaefer zippers, but them twisters will outdo them in no-till. Worked ground, them zippers are worlds ahead, but no-till ground, I like them twisters a lot better. Got a little jungle juice left in the tank. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. We still got a few beans left in the planter here. We may try some. We may do some side by sides with against the drill.